Abundance is all around you and available at all times. The reason we're not necessarily experiencing it is because we're not really looking for it. This is the Energy Within podcast, helping you to embrace your weirdness, find the confidence to be your true self, and fully step into your soul's purpose. My name is Carrie Jokala. I am your host. I am a Reiki master teacher, a fitness instructor, a wife, a mom to 2 little boys, and this is episode 155, and it is another car edition. And FYI, they may not always be car editions, but they might be iPhone editions for the next couple of weeks just because of everything that's going on. So I hope that's okay. I want to still continue posting a podcast every week, making sure I don't miss, and still deliver some valuable content for you. So I hope that the change in sound quality isn't too far off. Today I just want to tell you a story about rubber ducks. So this is a manifesting story, and I find it both funny but also really telling. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in. This is all my sister's fault. She watched a video, I think on TikTok, and she didn't save it, so I can't credit whoever created the video because we don't know. But it was about the law of attraction and manifesting, and basically the woman said, I think she may have said to choose between 2 different things to focus on, and one of them was rubber ducks. Rubber duckies. And my sister told me that she decided to go ahead and focus on the rubber ducks. And lo and behold, all of a sudden, she's seen rubber duckies everywhere. And in random places, like on the entire front dash of someone's car as she was driving, and in someone's status on Facebook. So she tells me, and I did not consciously decide to start watching or manifesting rubber ducks. And I'm freaking seeing rubber duckies everywhere. And then I told someone else about it, and now she's seeing rubber ducks everywhere. And not that rubber ducks didn't exist before this, but I'm freaking seeing them all over the place. I am manifesting seeing these rubber ducks. And the first one I saw was literally the same day. I was moving some boxes in our basement, and I came across a clear container of Mardi Gras beads. Now, quick interjection before you change your opinion of me. These beads were gotten the correct way, which is at the family-friendly parades in Mardi Gras. And I mean this very seriously. What people think of Mardi Gras is actually about a 1 or maybe 2 block length of Bourbon streets. And Mardi Gras actually consists of lots of day-long parade after parade, family-friendly events, music, and it's actually quite a normal celebration, but everyone only knows about that 1 or 2 block stretch. And that is not the correct way to get your Mardi Gras beads. You get them in the parades when people throw them from the floats. Thank you very much. Moving on. So these are the costume Mardi Gras beads that you can buy at a party store or something. These are like authentic, like really decorated, sometimes really heavy, really awesome looking designs, and also some random ones. For example, I pick up this box, and one of the strings of beads that's sitting right at the top is a string of rubber duckies. I forgot I even had one like that. And seriously, like, in my own basement, right there. And I'm seeing it now too, these rubber duckies in the most random places. I saw it on someone's towel in the locker room at the gym. Just the entire towel was covered in rubber duckies. I went to the bank in the drive-thru, and in the window was a rubber ducky. And it's probably been there every single time that I've gone to the bank. But do you think I noticed it until I had this focus on rubber duckies? No. Oh, and the night before, actually, I was told about this. My kids were watching this Lego thing on Netflix, and the characters happened to be searching for another character called the Kraken, not the Kraken, the Kraken, which was a giant rubber duck floating in the ocean. So the lesson with this whole story is that abundance is all around you and available at all times. The reason we're not necessarily experiencing it is because we're not really looking for it. Even if we think we are. Because think about this. So if we change this to, if I were to start focusing on, let's just say $100 bills instead of rubber duckies. The idea is the same thing, that I would start finding $100 bills everywhere. However, I can tell you my personal mindset, I become a lot more attached and probably needy in looking for these $100 bills because I really, really would want them, versus rubber duckies, which I have no emotional attachment to whatsoever. So there's one of the keys that I think we've talked about before, but just a really good example, a really good reminder that we have to be unattached to the outcome. We have to be unattached to the how. So this is a lesson for me as much as it is for anybody else. This exercise, knowing that you can manifest something as ridiculous as rubber duckies, it stands to reason we should be able to manifest anything. But where we put the blocks in is when we remain too attached. We might expect to find the abundance that we're looking for in certain places, at certain times, on certain days, maybe every day. And what we need to do is release the attachment. Release the Kraken. And just to add one more theory that I'm sure you've probably also heard is when you buy a car, either a certain kind of car or a certain color car, and all of a sudden you start seeing that type of car or that color car everywhere. And the more likely explanation is not that you started necessarily manifesting these cars out of thin air. It's that they've always been there. You just didn't notice because you weren't focused on it. You weren't looking for them. So I suppose that brings up another slight conflict on what we have to do. So let's just be honest about it. You do need to focus on what you want, but you have to still release the attachment to it. And that can be hard to do because we can then over-focus, especially if we really, really want something. I don't really, really want rubber ducks. I don't need rubber duckies. They're not going to help me with anything. It's making me smile when I see them, but it doesn't pay for anything. I can't trade these rubber duckies in for something else that I want. But the attachment and the desire to find more money is probably 1,000,000 times stronger than the attachment and the desire to find rubber duckies. So if you can think about finding these rubber duckies, I bet you're going to start seeing them now. Notice how you feel, not only about the desire to find rubber duckies and the feeling when you actually do find one. And let's do a little experiment and see if you can replace whatever else. It doesn't have to be money, but whatever other type of abundance or whatever else it is that you're looking to manifest, to experience, something small that you can start with. put that in place of rubber ducks, but try to maintain the same feeling about it. A sort of unconscious focus so that your eyes will notice when it shows up, but a complete unattachment. I am not actively looking for rubber duckies every day. They just literally show up. And that's how I'm finding them in these completely unexpected places. So let's replace it with something else and remain unattached so that we can not only be available to see when it shows up, but be able to find what we're looking for in unexpected ways, in unexpected places. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed that story. And I hope you'll join me in this experiment and report back and let me know. Even if it's just that you're seeing rubber duckies. Let me know. Post something on your social media, post in your stories, tag me, and let me know. Post a picture when you find a rubber duck. Or go a step further and let me know when you've replaced rubber ducks with something else and now you're manifesting that something else. I would love to invite you to come do a Reiki session with me. Amazing things have been happening. I did another group session just this last week and made everybody cry again. Not everybody cries, but when the messages resonate that strongly or that much clarity has been longed for and now it's there because you've received confirmation through this session and through the card pull that comes with it, it's just amazing what can happen as a result of these Reiki sessions. So go check out my website where you can book your session. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Make sure that you jump inside the Energy Within Facebook group and follow me on Instagram. I am Carrie Jokala. If you enjoyed this episode or any other episode, please make sure that you share it, help the show to grow and reach more people. Post it to your social media, tag me, and let me know what stuck out to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time, and hopefully on a less bumpy road.